Hello guys, my name is Engineer Halidi. We want to solve this question and I want to listen as just follow me as we solve. Now, say find the real number of x. X is equal to 2 plus square root of 2 plus square root 2 plus square root 2 plus square root like that. So if that question is given to us like that to solve, it continues that way. And what do we do? First of all, let all this one be, because if you check all this number, they keep repeating themselves. So what I will advise us to do in order to get the value of x is that let us make all these parts to be equal to square root of x. Let's make all these parts to be square root of x in sense that if we make all this one square root of x, because what we are having here is repeated the what numbers. So and whatever we have for square root of 2 plus square root of another 2 plus will be approximately equal to square root of x in real number analysis. So this one now be plus 2 equal to x. So this is what we are going to solve now. And whatever we have here will be equivalent to the anytime you see a question like this of this format that keep repeating itself, just take the function that is equal to the whole expression or the whole equation, the x equal to all this expression, take this part and equate it to the square root of this number, meaning that anything we now solve for x now will be value of this particular x, the real number, although it will be an approximate value. Now what we are going to do now is let's take this 2 to the draw, subtract 2 from both sides and see minus 2 plus equal to what? 2 minus 2 plus what? Square root of what? X. That what we just did now was to subtract 2 on both sides. And what we do now is what? These 2 will eliminate this. What we have now is x minus 2 equal to square root of x. Now what we do now is you square both sides. If you square both sides, what do we have? We are going to have x minus 2 all square is equal to what? X square root of x all square. So if you do that now, we are going to have it as square of x is x square, x times minus 2 times 2 plus what? Minus 4x plus 2 square is what? 4 equal to what? S. The square root of what? This one means what? Don't forget, square root of s is same as s raised to the power of what? 1 over 2. And power multiply powers rules for indices will now give us what? S is by 1 over 2 all square will give us what? X. And that's what we have got here. So we have gotten x as our value on the right hand side. Now we go ahead to what? To finalize the solution by solving for x in this equation. So what we're going to have, ensure that whatever you're going to have, if you have 2 answers, the ones that will be correct will be one that is greater than 2. So our value that we are going to get, because you can have 2 answers, the one that will be greater than 2 will be your answer. Then number 2 is that you avoid negative sign here, because if anyone that gives me negative sign, I know it can never be negative. From what we have here, this is plus 2 plus, so the value should be greater than 2. Be greater than 2, but not less than 2 or not equal to 2. So what we're going to have now is we have x squared. We're going to have x squared minus 4x minus x plus 4 equal to 0. So what we did was, or what we do was to just bring this x to the other side. It become minus x. Then if you have minus x like that, then we'll now what? Why? Because it's plus here, because I have to make it an equation. So what we are seeing here is a quadratic equation, or the 2-degree equation. So second degree equation, which is x squared minus 5x, where you add this together, plus 4 equal to 0. So I believe that you are getting it now. Now what do we do? We solve the quadratic equation because it's a quadratic equation. And what I will do is to what? Look for what? Take the product of these two, which is 4x squared. Then look for two values that you can add to give you -5, and two values that you can multiply to give you what? +4. So if I take what? -1 and -4, for instance. Now, if I take -1 and -4, we are going to have what? -5 if you add it together. The way you multiply, you are going to have what? Plus what? 4x squared. So how do we get the 4x squared? We multiply these times this. So finally, what I want to do now is to replace -1x minus 4x with -5. So in that case now, you do that, say x squared minus 1x minus 4x plus 4 equal to what? 0. Now, I haven't done that. Now, what we are going to do now is we are going to now factorize. Let's pair them. Let's group them. So factorize. What is common in both x squared minus 1x is x. The x squared divided by x, we are going to have x. Put it there. Minus. Then my 1x divided by what? X, we are going to have 1. Minus this minus. The what is common between these two is 4. So we are going to have it like this. Minus 4x divided by -4. I'm going to have ordinary x. Then plus 4x divided by +4 rather divided by -4. We are going to have -1 equal to 0. So this thing I will now factorize is what is common on both sides. For the factorize, we are going to have x minus 1 is common. So if you remove x minus 1 here, what will remain? X will remain here. You remove x minus 1, we are going to have -4 on the other way around. So our final answer now, if you solve this, which will now be x minus 1 equal to 0 or x minus 4 equal to 0. So our final answer will now be x equal to 1 or 4 or s equal to 4. But I warned you before we start that our answer cannot be less than 1 or less than 2. Cannot be equal to 2, should be higher than 2. So final answer, the answer for x, which is also a real number, is equal to what? 4. So that will be our final answer. I believe you enjoyed the class. Please subscribe and click the notification button for more of our video. Thank you. God bless you.